Hello, my name is Brenton Begley. I'm an attorney and partner with McIntyre Elder Law. And today I want to talk about something very serious and hopefully give you some tips on how to navigate a diagnosis of dementia. So I'm not a doctor. I can't tell you what the best foods are, what the best practice is, but I can tell you a couple of tips to make sure that your money, your property, and your dignity is preserved. So the first thing you really want to do if there's a diagnosis of dementia, hopefully it's something early. If you have a family member, if it's you, if it's a loved one who's diagnosed, hopefully it's early so you can start the planning that you need to have in place to make sure that you are protected. So let's look at what the risk would be first. So 10% of the population is diagnosed with dementia, and it's kind of a hard diagnosis to make. So the stats say that there's probably a lot more out there than just 10% of the population, because again, it's hard to diagnose. It's a untreatable terminal illness that only gets worse over time. There's currently no cure for dementia. With that likelihood of becoming an individual who suffers from some type of mental degradation, need to absolutely prepare for the possibility of long-term care, whether that's in-home assisted living or skilled nursing level care. That's the main risk, and that brings along with it other types of risk to your money and property, because long-term care can be very, very expensive. So with that risk in mind, tip number one is to make sure that you plan ahead and get ready and prepare for the cost of long-term care, whether that is having long-term care insurance in place, whether that is saving and set aside money, or whether that is getting with an elder law attorney to protect your assets and have a plan on how to pay for that long-term care if you need it in the future. Another tip is to make sure you have a team of people in place to support you or whoever is diagnosed, to ensure that you know what's going to happen going forward when inevitably this individual, whether it's you or a loved one, starts to decline. Lastly, you want to make sure that you utilize very important estate planning documents to ensure that your wishes are carried out, whether that's a will, whether that's a trust, but most importantly, power of attorney. A power of attorney document allows you to name somebody to act on your behalf as if they were you for legal, financial, and separately for healthcare purposes. This is very, very important for an individual who becomes sick or has diminished capacity. Maybe they can't make or communicate their own decisions regarding very important things like their finances and healthcare. They need somebody who's going to be an advocate, who can carry out their wishes, protect them, their assets, and their dignity. I sincerely hope that you never have to suffer from dementia. You never have a family member that has to suffer from dementia. But if it is the case, that it's important to have these things in place. If you have questions about planning ahead or protecting assets, give us a call or visit our website, mcelderlaw.com.